welcome to the program Kitchen Drive on your first agricultural television in the capital city of Abuja, Nigeria. I am Hilda Homself Antoine, your usual host, and this is another special episode of the program. Now, this episode is noodles. We are making noodles. I know a lot of you think it's a common thing to cook, but people have different ways of cooking it. We have different ways of preparing. Everybody has his recipe. And blessed Obari, my guest, of course, is a special chef. She is there. She's not just among all the young, beautiful ladies that are just sitting and crossing their legs or waiting for white collar job. She has her spot where she makes fast food. She makes different types of fast food, yam, rice, noodles, just name it. And she is at a very special spot again where a lot of people come around and have their breakfast and even lunch. And I tell you sometimes dinner. And these noodles we're making today can be served for all ages at any time of the day. And I tell you, you will love it. So come along with me while I introduce this blessing to you, and she is going to show her different ingredients and recipe on how to make noodles. Don't go anywhere. This is Kitchen Drive, and I'm Hilda Homsen Fantuam saying, stay with us.
Would you eat synthetic meat? Food production technology has progressed to the point where we are able to create meat analogs derived from soybeans, gluten, and other plant products. Beyond Meat products are readily available in supermarkets as well as some fast food chains like Burger King and Carl's Jr. If this plant-based imitation meat isn't your thing, you can simply get your protein elsewhere. Food cultures around the world have heavily featured plant-based meats such as tofu or falafel for hundreds of years. But synthetic meat is not plant-based. It's meat. Lab-grown, artificially produced meat. Thanks to recent innovations in food production technology, consumers may see lab-grown meat in their supermarket aisles very soon. Numerous companies around the world, such as Upside in the United States and Future Meat in Israel, have been hard at work getting ready to bring their lab-grown cultivated meat to the masses. For the first time, they'll be able to say, no animals were harmed in the making of this meat product.
Real meat, not harming animals.
Instead, workers cultivate small clumps of animal cells in large industrial-grade vats over a period of weeks. During this time, these clumps of cells are grown or cultivated into muscle tissue or meat. Effectively, this means that Upside is able to manufacture real meat in this facility without harming any animals. But how exactly is this done? The first step of this 2 to 8 week process is extracting the cells. After giving an animal a small dose of anesthesia, they extract a small amount of cells from it. These cells are then placed in bioreactors, large steel vats designed for cell culture applications. Inside these vats, scientists can grow tissues or cells far beyond the cellular level. Inside the bioreactor, these cells are fed an oxygen-rich cell culture medium or nutrient broth to further promote their growth. This cell culture medium aims to simulate the environment inside an animal's body and thus contains nutrients such as amino acid, vitamins, and glucose. This nutrient bath encourages the cells to grow normally as they would inside the animal. Eventually, once these cells have multiplied enough, they turn into muscle tissue, or a mass resembling ground meat. To shape the tissue into specific cuts of meat, such as chicken breast or a prime cut of steak, scientists introduce fat cells and connective tissue cells into the culture. This isn't just for show either. The fat cells and connective tissue enhance the cultivated meat's overall flavor. Scientists can even control the nutritional value of the meat by altering the nutrient broth the cells are bathed in during the cultivation process. Despite the massive amounts of progress they've made with their meat manufacturing process, Upside is running into the same problems encountered by the other meat manufacturers of cultivated meat. For one, the business of cultivated meat is expensive. Each state-of-the-art facility required to produce cultivated meat costs millions of dollars to construct and maintain. Couple that with the overall cost of production, and you end up with a relatively expensive product that might be a hard sell for some consumers. Thankfully, companies like Future Meat have been able to bring production costs down significantly. Recent reports indicate that each Future Meat chicken breast costs $1.70 to produce. That's in stark contrast to the $330,000 burger patties of the first public tasting of cultivated meats back in 2013. Aside from replicating the nutritional value in real meats, it's also crucial to offer consumers a product that tastes, smells, and feels just like the real thing. Upside has found some success with producing cultivated meat similar in texture and flavor to chicken breasts. Other cultivated meat producers around the world have also made significant headway with their products. For instance, the Tel Aviv-based food tech startup Supermeats hosted a well-publicized taste test for Israeli food journalist Michal Ansky. Despite Ansky's refined palate, she was unable to distinguish between traditionally grown chicken meat and Supermeat's cultivated product. Once the cultivated meat industry takes off, we may finally be able to rein in the increasing environmental cost of feeding our world's population. More than a third of the world's greenhouse gas emissions come from the food production industry, with a large chunk of that attributed to meat production. By offering a cleaner, lab-grown alternative, we may be able to mitigate the growing stress our ballooning global population is placing on the environment. Along the way, we might even be able to get cultivated meat similar in texture and flavor to Wagyu beef. That would be quite the delicious bonus.
Welcome to the program, Miss Abari.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
So tell me, how excited are you here?
Oh, very excited.
So tell us something about you. Let's get to know you.
Oh, my name is Sobari Blessing. I hail from Edo State and Kogi State. I'm a graduate though. You know, in Nigeria, there is no job anywhere except you have a long leg to get a job. So sitting down at home waiting for one or two persons to help me, I decided to set up a business for myself. And here I am hustling. Though I am not too okay with it, but I know that with this, with time, I'm going to get something out of it.
So how long have you been into this business?
It's not too long. It's not too long. It's just 3 to 4 months now. I started.
Have you always been a caterer? Have you always loved cooking?
Yes.
Or it's just the situation?
Yes, I love cooking.
Okay.
Yes, I love cooking. I love cooking and I love business. So, looking at the cooking aspect and the business aspect, so I decided to come into it. Yes.
So what are we making today?
Noodles.
So, okay, these are the ingredients.
Yes.
Let's see you do your magic.
Okay. Carrots
Okay.
already sliced. Here is the onions already sliced. Here is the blend pepper. And here is the blend green beans. And here is the cut garbage.
And of course,
And
the
here is the
noodles,
noodles.
oil and water. You know, some people just have their noodles naked the way it is. But with all these vegetables, I am sure it's balanced diet.
Yes, yes.
All right,
yes.
let's see how you do it.
All right. Here is egg.
Okay.
Here are the ingredients, including the egg, the groundnut, vegetable oil. You can see power oil. I don't use normal.
All right.
Start.
Let's
Okay.
start.
Okay. I'm on the gas now. And here's the water.
Okay.
Here's the noodles.
Okay. So you add your noodles in the cold water directly.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I want to put it. The water is not enough. I don't put plenty water.
Okay.
So when I put it like this, I'll add the green beans and the carrot first,
So that it will cook.
so that it will cook together. Some people don't like it when it's fresh, but depends on what they want. Some people come, they'll tell you they want it fresh in it. I'll put it fresh when the noodles is already dry. Some people tell you they don't want it fresh on it. So what I'm doing now,
Now, since I'm now the guest, I want my carrot fresh,
okay.
but I want the green beans cooked.
Okay.
So let's
So
add
then
it.
I'm going to put this first.
Yes.
All right. And I'll put the ingredients.
Okay. Add the spice.
The
seasoning.
spices.
Okay.
I'll put the pepper.
And it looks pepperish.
So it depends when
Your customer.
you know, like in our country now, there is this particular tribe that love pepper. So when they come, they'll tell you
The Yoruba
that
people
put
be-
pepper. So you have to put the pepper the way they want. So that's why I love blending it plain.
Oh,
So now you cover it to boil.
to boil.
Yes.
Okay. Let's turn the remaining. So how many minutes will it take for this to?
It won't take time. I don't really give time, but I know it won't take
Your
time.
eyes just sees once it boils
Yes.
and it's ready.
That's
Do that. Too moderate. Those are people you see that the water is less or too much. For those that love noodles pepper soup, this is the right quantity for them, right?
Yes. So now you can start adding the onions.
So now in yours until the noodles is well boiled before you add your onions.
Yes, so that it won't be melt inside.
Okay.
Because when the onions, when you are able to see the onions in the Indomie, it
Yes.
gives you more drive to eat it,
To
to
eat it.
enjoy it. Yes. So now still leave it to boil first before
Okay,
I add
add
the
the
cabbage.
cabbage.
Yes. I have to turn it.
Okay.
So
What time do we add the oil? Later?
I don't normally add oil except when demand for, because you know noodles already have oil on its own. It has wax oil on its own. So I don't normally add it, but when they demand for it, I'll put it. Yes. So the oil is only meant for egg.
The egg.
Yes.
Okay. That is for those that want fried.
Yes,
egg.
fried egg or boiled egg.
Okay. All right. So we'll cover it again.
Yes.
Our noodles is already looking so delicious and yummy.
So now,
Okay.
now add the cabbage.
Okay.
Turn it together. It's almost dried now. So the steaming will just make it soft a little.
For the time being that you've been here, how has patronage been?
Well, it's going well. People that have actually tasted my noodles, they could differentiate the difference between others. Though there are people that have been around this vicinity before I came. But since I came, it's not being proud, but I know what I can do. And God has been faithful. So, and they have been coming and coming and coming.
Very excited.
Yes.
All right. It's like our noodles is
So it's
ready.
ready now.
Alright, this is Kitchen Drive. I'm still with Obari Blessing, who has given us her special recipe on how to make noodles. I tell you, a lot of people really think that it's a normal thing to cook it. But if you see what she did, she had the water first, then she added her noodles in, she now added pepper, she didn't even add her onion, she now added the green beans as requested by the, of course, the chef, the as requested by the customer, which I am the one. I love my green beans well cooked, but for the carrot I want it fresh, so of course we kept it. And when it boiled, she now added onion and the carrot, and then later on we steamed the cabbage. It looks simple, but I tell you, if you look at it, it looks delicious and yummy. This is the first part of the noodles. We're coming back for the egg, and we'll now see how she's going to fry her egg. This is Kitchen Drive. I want you to stay right there. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. This is still Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV in the capital city of Abuja, Nigeria. I was still with Miss Blessing Obari, who has given us the first stage of her noodles. Right now, we're going to on the second stage, which is the frying of the egg, so that we can have the delicious meal. This can serve as breakfast, lunch, dinner. It can serve as appetizer. It can serve as anything. The children can even make use of it. You can put it and save some change and give your kids to eat. It's very healthy and can be served to all ages. So don't be scared of eating noodles. Okay? So, ma'am, let's see you do it.
Okay, this is the egg.
Okay.
So I'm breaking it into a bowl.
Okay.
Some people don't want only onions.
Okay.
Green beans, the vegetables, the garbage, it will reduce the calories, so they prefer it like that. But this time around I'm using only onions, then if possible little pepper. Add little to the pepper. Allow it to be hot. You allow it to be hot a bit before putting the egg inside.
It's ready.
The egg is ready. So put it on top. I want to cover it.
Yes,
Okay.
put it like this.
Okay.
It's beautiful. This looks delicious. This is so delicious. It looks yummy. It's not too watery. It's well dried. And I love the egg. It's brownish. It's nice. Let me have a taste of it first. Then I can tell you whether or not it tastes as it looks. This is delicious. I'm telling you. So how do you feel now?
I feel good.
So now that you're here, you serve them in their offices, or do you serve them, would they come down here to eat?
Sometimes I serve them in their offices, and sometimes they came
They come
down here, and sometimes they send somebody.
Okay.
Yes.
Even from the big boss.
Yes,
And you're excited, right?
yes.
And it's fulfilling.
excited. Yes.
So what advice do you have for other graduates that are out there waiting for white collar job, waiting for someone to come to their aid?
My advice to young ladies out there is they should get something doing. It mustn't be a noodles business. There are many other business out there they can actually do for themselves to earn a living. Because there is more to life than what you are experiencing presently in this country. So when you get something doing with your hands, even Bible says it, that God bless the work of your hand. When you're able to get something doing and you are persistent and consistent in it, definitely you achieve greatness in life.
Thank you for having us. Hope when we come next time, you're going to prepare another fast food for us.
Yes, sure.
All right, everyone, this is Kitchen Drive, and I'm really enjoying my noodles. This can go with any soft drink of your type. You listen to her. Let's all try and put our hands on something. Eat good food, stay healthy, and take good care of yourself, okay? As I am doing right now. So, this is Kitchen Drive. Keep watching ARCM for more of our programs and keep a date with us for another episode of the program. I am Hilda Homsen Fantuam saying thank you so much and see you next time.